What is going on, my beautiful people? This is the 7th edition of Tap In With Luciano. We back at it. Let's go. First question of the night is, what is your favorite thing to do with OG Pops? We do a lot of things, son and father type things. Shout out to Pops for always being in my life and always taking care of me. We watch a lot of sports, we talk a lot of shit, but I think my favorite is when I take him to events, especially local events when, you know, I'm sponsoring a boxer or watching one of the homies in a basketball game or, you know, son's game, football games, of course. Me and my dad, about a week or 2 weeks ago, witnessed the Cardinals beat us because we missed the field goal. But it's like memories I'm always remember, you know what I mean? So my favorite thing to do, of course, with OG Pops, not only talk shit, watch sports, but it's to literally go to these events with just me and him and just to enjoy the time. You know, the conversations I probably can't even talk about on the camera because that is my best friend, but the knowledge that man gives me is crazy. So that's probably the best, is just to have that one-on-one bonding time with OG Pops. Would you date a girl that is younger than you, like 9 years younger than you? I'm 29, she would be 20 or 21, and I'd be 30 because I'm pretty much turning 30 next month. I wouldn't. I would feel not so much weird, there's nothing wrong with it, because, you know, my thought was, I think, 10 years older than my nana. But I personally, in the day now that we are in, I think it would be taken away from a young girl's life. I always say this, you're 20 to 25, you should have the time of your life. I'm not saying you gotta be a hoe, but if you wanna be a hoe, be a hoe. But I would not take away a girl that's barely 20, not even 21 yet. No, I could not do that. I want them to live their best life because I know that relationship wouldn't last. It would probably last 6 to 8 months because it would be fun. I would be exhausted. She would be fucking ready to go, ready to make moves and ready to go travel the world. But nah, I couldn't date somebody 9 years younger than me. Maybe 5, so 24, 25, maybe that range. But as far as a 20-year-old, I couldn't do it. Or a 21, 22, 23, I couldn't do it. If you have 5 hours to live, what would you do and who would you be with? All day long, for 5 hours, I'm gonna have the time of my life with my parents, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews. For 4 hours, we're gonna turn the fuck up with my friends, of course. We're gonna literally get lit, we're gonna turn up. I'm gonna make sure I don't get too turned because the last hour I don't wanna be asleep. But the last hour I definitely would kick everybody out and I would just wanna be with my family, my mom, dad, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews, like I said. Relax, chilling, vibing, just explaining to them how much I'm grateful and appreciative of them, and, you know, let them know that I'm gonna be watching over them, and that's just what it is. That's what I'll do if I have 5 hours to live. It's sexy time. You have a choice of candle wax, jelly, body oils. Which one you using? What? Weird. How do you handle a possessive partner? I personally might have been one of those. No, it's fine. No, I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta realize that this person is a stranger to you. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people change their way of living, the way that they talk to certain people that used to be in their lives 20 years prior to a random stranger getting into their life. But to deal with a possessive partner, you just gotta let them know, like, I'm not an item. You know what I mean? You don't own me, I don't own you, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna do whatever I wanna do. But a lot of people get this mixed up because then they're like, well, then I'm gonna go run out and I'm gonna go with people they don't like. If you respect your partner, if you love your partner and they don't like, say, a certain friend of yours, the last thing that you should do is, hey, I'm gonna go out, I don't care what you say. Just get out of the relationship because that's not gonna work out. So if you don't wanna deal with a possessive person, maybe don't put them in certain situations that are gonna make them, it's not about them being possessive, but it's gonna like make them not wanna allow you to go out with that person because they don't respect them. You know what I mean? I've personally told a girl I dated, I don't want you hanging out with this girl because I know the whole streets. Anywhere you go, anywhere, like, I'm gonna get a text, hey, your girl's here, your ex is here. I still get it to this day, and I've like literally been single for a long time. But it's something I can't get away from. It just happens because people want to have my back. But with that being said, it's like, if you know that the streets are talking about your friend, they're automatically gonna think the same of you. So maybe that person is just trying to save you from being talked about. So if you're dealing with a really, really possessive person, just get out of the relationship. Be like, I can't handle this anymore. I'm not a toy, and walk away. That's it. Don't reply to them. It's easy to block somebody, but what's hard is when they call *67. Don't answer those. Have I considered acting I've been in one short film, and I feel like every time I do a skit, that's me kind of acting. I was on Judge Jerry. A lot of people were like, oh my God, I didn't know you dated Daphne. Me and Daphne, that's like a sister of mine. Me and her never dated. It was a casting call. We got approved, and we had to act like we were dating. So that was acting. Yes, I'm sorry people, Judge Jerry is not real. Jerry Springer is not real. It's a reality show. But with that being said, yeah, I've always considered acting. I've even thought about taking acting classes just to have that under my belt and use it to my advantage. So I'm gonna be in another short film movie, and but I would love to, you know, now that I'm getting plugged up in California a lot, who knows? You might see me in a big screen movie soon. I'm gonna stay quiet on that one. I'm just gonna stay quiet. What is the most daring thing you've ever done? When I was 18 years old, didn't really have a lot of money, I wanted these Beats headphones when they first came out. The Beats headphones. My oldest sister, my middle sister Monica said, Gordo, you have to make a 2.5-minute video of you doing stupid shit. I'll buy you those headphones. I said, I'm down, let's run it. At that time I had the Pauly D hair, let's go. She made me wear a cheetah thong, true story. I had to go run on a basketball court. They were playing full court. I had to go steal the ball and dribble with the fucking thong. They swung at me too. Some guy swung at me. I rollerbladed around 4th Avenue jail wearing a cheetah thong. I went to Tilted Kill. I was wearing a hoodie and like those rip-off pants. And I asked the girls I need to take a picture of you guys, and then took off my hoodie, took off my pants, and we took a picture. I ran with my dog, my pit bull, in the neighborhood. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so people were like out and about. What else did I do? I went to the hood, and there was an abandoned house, and I did kind of like a little dance video. Yeah, that was probably the craziest shit ever. That was pretty embarrassing. So yeah, most daring thing. I mean, all the rest of the shit is whatever.
Does this video still exist?
I'm trying to find it. True story. Cause Marty, my boy Marty, at the time that we worked at the hospital together, he edited it, and I asked him, like, you still have the video? He said, bro, I gotta find it, because he's like really into, like, he does a lot of videos and pictures. If I find that video, I put on everything else, I'll post it, and I'll probably become famous, because that shit was funny as fuck. True story. When it's all said and done, what legacy would you like to leave behind? More than respect, but just like people, not so much to look up to me, but people to be like, yo, that man did it. That man didn't allow anybody to get to his head. He didn't care about the drama. He didn't get in fights because he cared about people that were talking shit about him. At the end of the day, leave a legacy to know that, like, I made my mom and dad proud if I leave prior to them. Make sure my whole family's proud of me, and just make sure that they understood and know, like, yo, this kid did whatever he had to do, not only to take care of himself, but of course take care of his loved ones, his friends. So that's the type of legacy I want to leave. I don't care about the jewelry. I don't care about the fancy cars. It's all about knowing that, like, yo, no matter how mad you got him, like, he showed nothing but love and respect. You know what I mean? So that's a legacy I want to leave. What is a quote that you live by every day? I've said this many, many times, and it's something that I love to repeat because I want people to live by this as well. OG Pops told me when I was 18 years old, when I started getting more known in social media and I started, you know, getting the hate and all that, don't worry about people when they're talking about you, worry when they stop talking about you. True story. I know for a fact I'm gonna wake up daily with some new bullshit. I'm gonna wake up with another rumor about me. I'm gonna wake up with hate, and I don't mind it. I love it. I literally love it. Thank you, appreciate you guys, because that is just a compliment telling me that, hey, I'm on the right track of being successful. A lot of people hate to see people successful because 1, they might be just a hater, 2, they might hate the person, or 3, they're jealous because they want to do exactly what that person is doing, but they don't have the balls to, you know, get up and go and do it. So that's the one I live by. What pisses you off? Lately, the biggest thing that pisses me off is to see how many incidents of people overdosing because this coke or these ecstasy pills or Xanax or all the bullshit is like laced with fentanyl, and you guys still think it's a joke and do it. I get it, you want to continue to party. I get it, you want to be up all night and you want to live your best life. But the fact is, there's so many people passing away, and it's not your fault because coke is, you know, coke, you know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10, you don't know what they're mixing it with, you know what I mean? So it's so sad to see people be like passing away or overdosing and continuing to still do it, you know what I mean? If they survive, of course. But yeah, yo, fentanyl's nothing to joke with. Coke is nothing to fuck with anyways, and at the end of the day, you don't know what you're putting into your body. So, yo, just don't do it, pass out, wake up the next day and go party again. Like, stop fucking doing that shit. True story, that pisses me the fuck off. I got mad, like, thinking about that. I need a hobby, any ideas? Find out what you like. Truly find out what you like, you know what I mean? Me personally, a lot of people love to ask, Luciano, let me help you out with Who Hurt You merch. Let me help you fold. Let me be your assistant. And I'm just like, I appreciate it, but like, that's my hobby. I love it. It's not my main job, but that's my yoga. Some people like yoga, y'all like to like feel relaxed and love. Like, I like to put some music on. I love to fold fucking shirts. I love to package it, and that's my hobby, you know what I mean? So like, I don't need the help right now, you know what I mean? But yeah, find something that you really truly are interested in too, you know? Me, I'm interested in not only doing that, of course, but a hobby I want to get into. I know this is gonna sound hella basic, but painting, like wine and paint, right? Because that's like that's like top 5 dates. So I think of it as a business wise. Top 5 dates is everybody goes wine and paint, but to own a wine and paint, so you gotta master the fucking paint shit in order to run that. Who knows? Maybe I might open a Luciano's Wine and Paint. That's what I think about. Everything comes back to business. That's how I am. When is the next playlist coming out? I'm working on 3 different playlists. I think I've already talked about 2 of them. I'm working on one that's like truly sexual. I'm working on another one that makes you want to rob a bank. And I'm officially working on a 3rd one that is, I like to go on shuffle and like songs that I forgot I downloaded. So it's gonna be a little bit of the Temptations to Little Dirk to local artists. It's gonna be crazy. It's just like, oh shit, I forgot to download this, and I tell myself that because I haven't heard it in a while, and then boom, I add it to the playlist, and I think I'm like 20 songs deep on that one, so that might come out next. What is the best way to get back in the dating scene? I would definitely say, if you like a certain thing, or you like, say you like soccer, go to soccer games. If you like to play checkers or chess or play with Pokemon cards, go in the malls and, you know, they sell the cards and shit like that. A lot of people say, well, what about the clubs? 85% of the motherfuckers in the club, women and men, it is what it is. They're just looking for a hookup. Some are looking for a good time, some are looking just there because they're forced, because they have a birthday to celebrate, maybe a sister or brother. But majority of the time, they're looking for a hookup, so I definitely wouldn't find it there. Go, whatever you like, whatever you enjoy in life, go around those type of events. You know what I mean? If you like food trucks, go to a food truck event. I'm sure you'll find the love of your life there. Find somebody who likes to enjoy the same things, because the moment that you find that person, it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy to conversate, and it's gonna be easy to, you know, make a move. Like, oh, you like fried Oreos? So do I. Boom. Next thing you know, y'all fucking. But that is it. It is what it is. Appreciate you guys for being so patient. I'm dropping the episode tomorrow for y'all. It's been a couple weeks, but hey, we back. Tap in with Luciano. Appreciate your questions.